So, just like last year, I usually start with saying the problems we have in the ecosystem. Shola, first of all, set a high bar. They said pay tax so too early. I define who to fight. Bring me those tweets, please. You know, another problem we have is Otumba too. It makes it too easy for 50K extra in 2015, right? So that's the kind of person he is. But I think where I want to take this conversation to basically is what's the way, how do we look at things moving forward, right? I am very strongly of the opinion, being a very founder-friendly investor. So people don't know, I never successfully raised money externally. The only person that tried was after eating a snail in that your hotel in VI. And I said, okay, I'm in for 20, but go and raise the rest. You can tell them you have 20. I could not raise $1. Guys, bad dough. You know, I just said, okay, I not do it again. I got the advice. So that's the environment we've come from. Then we went into the environment of people that their fathers have never seen $5,000 raising pre-seed because they could design a good deck, raising pre-seed of at 5 million valuation without anything. So things have settled down a bit. So my position is, looking at the landscape, do you think we have spoilt the founders in such a way that they have Olumide? Once they can convince Olumide will give them 50K to go and experiment, go and play without them investing in themselves?
I think we got excited for sure, and we took many things from outside that we didn't localize enough. What do I mean? There is no way on earth, right? A company building, like I say, a credit decisioning startup building for the US market or Latin American market goes to YC and raise post YC at 15 million or 25 million. And you are building the same company in the African market and you're building and you're raising at the same val. It's not the same market. The outcomes will most likely be different in those different markets. But we just imported all those things. But I always say that a super founder is a super founder in a bear market or in a bull market. Shola is still Shola in 2016. Was still Shola in 2021. It's still Shola today. So I still back those entrepreneurs regardless of the market timing. But I think this bear run that we're on has given people the chance to reflect. All of a sudden now I'm saying in pre-seed rounds, there are many side letters now telling the founders on how to report, on even sometimes tranching the funds, on what to do, what is a board decision. Because we even saw some companies that raised money to build, started becoming loan companies and were loaning money to other startups.
They had so much money.
They had so much money. And so much money creates bias for action.
So again, I'm not, these days, although I'm supposed to be on your side, I think my position is the investors have become lazy. In the sense that, like you said, we copied stuff. Like I talk about the SAFE. The SAFE is the perfect document if 300 people are raising from 1,000 investors within a week. We copied it, it worked. But why have the investors not said, okay, we have used it for 6 years or 5 years. There are faults, like these side letters. Why has it not been updated? So what obligations do the investors, like you, why I say you is that so many people have told me, Olumide will just give them money, right? You tell a founder, go and do this, go and do this, go and do this. They talk to Olumide. Olumide doesn't have time. Olumide will just give them money. Then they'll use that confidence and move. I'm not blaming you, but you are the most, just imagine trying to turn somebody to the devil in front of everybody here. But what I'm saying is, what responsibilities do investors now have to inculcate, well, Graham, you see say they speak English. Let's
delve into that.
What responsibility do you have to inculcate good discipline and habits through systems? Because I really do not, again, thank God, thank Shola, but a guy has bread enter person hand. Somebody didn't know what to do next, right? So you take someone that's five suffering in Unilag, just living in hostel, then all of a sudden the person has $1 million. What did you really expect? So what responsibilities do you now have? And are you guys actively looking at putting things in place?
No, I think it's a very valid point. And I said the excitement got into everybody's head, both on the founder side and even someone's, in a way, in the investors' heads. And people didn't want to do the hard work. There was a lot of FOMO and folks throwing money at people just because Olumide is on the cap table or Kola is on the cap table, and then people just throw money in the same vein. I think what's the current beer situation has made everybody sit down. Today I'm probably on about 3-4 groups on corporate governance and how we need to bring those things into the companies we are investing in and bringing it in earlier than we would have thought.
And hopefully systemic, not just your own companies.
Yes, yeah,
because people will just rush to the next set of people that have not put it in place.
But you see sometimes too, right, is people model behaviors, right? And once you have better examples, it's hopefully permeates through the market. Because obviously the bad news, or you see a founder balling out or a founder doing XYZ, those get propagated a lot. But there are still founders that are putting their head down, that are disciplined. There's a founder that he was asking me how much should he pay himself, and he had raised money. He was even cash flow positive. I said you can pay yourself about 2,500, 3,000. He said, how will I pay myself that kind of money? That he couldn't even get himself to pay himself that. So there are still founders that understand the sacrifice. I think if you look at entrepreneurship in a dictionary, the next word beside it should be sacrifice. If you are not ready to sacrifice, then you shouldn't be doing this thing at all.
So I think maybe we're not spending too much time showcasing the good examples, right? I think Tekabal is here, right? It's easy to just say this person has got it wrong. And I've forgotten, I think it's DHH has said, like, to hell with, you cannot learn from, like, you learn from failure. You don't learn from failure, that's the honest thing. You just learn what not to do. You need to learn how to succeed. So we need to be showcasing the right founders. So they're giving me red lights here. Is this applicable to me? Oga himself. Wallah. All right. Thank you very, very much, Olumide.
Thank you.
I hope you're still going to be around.
I'm around.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you. I had a good time. Thank you.
All right. Yeah.
Oh yes. Pictures, photographer. I'll grab your mics. Thank you.
You have to buy Vantage. We didn't sell the market to Vantage. The book where it came from, that except you should all read it. You know, all right.
No, I know. He's just. Oh yes, I thought he was still speaking. Sorry. Thank you.